I cannot believe I forgot my keys. I've been apologizing profusely to my container buddies about leaving my keys behind. I'm not feeling well today, but today is the day that I've got to go get Dauntless out of the container, and we're rushing through the streets to get to the port. Should be there shortly. I don't know how much of this I'll be able to videotape because I don't know what the rules are at the port, but there's a whole lot of rules to be able to get into the port, so we'll see how it goes. Getting Dauntless out of the container is a multi-step process. The first part of this process is getting to the port and literally driving him out of the container and parking him next to the container. Masks are a requirement here at the port. I just talked to one of the guys over there because this port is huge and they haven't told me where to go. So I've got to go up to this office over here, ask them like where I'm supposed to wait. I am sweating. It is so hot here and I haven't even put on a long sleeve yet. Like, I've got to wear a long sleeve shirt once we get inside the port, and I won't be under this blue tent. I'm already dripping with sweat. We've been told that once we get the vehicles out of the container, we're supposed to take photos of the front, the back, both sides, and the license plates and the VIN. Also, I'm waiting for my container buddies. So David and Erica are the other two people that I'm waiting on.
Me espera acá un momento, me presta tu pasaporte para ir haciendo el ingreso y buscando el carnet mientras llegan los otros chicos.
So that was Herman. He's our agent basically that's helping us get through. He left some hard hats here on the table and then he asked for my passport. And he said there's usually a long line over there, and so he wants to get that process started. It's a strange feeling to give the only document legally allowing you to traverse countries to another person who you just met in the middle of a port. But he just left, and I'm waiting for him to come back and waiting on my shipping container buddies. All right, it's getting real. They gave me an official looking vest. I had to put my long sleeves on, got a hard hat, so I'll film what I can if I don't get in trouble, and we'll just go from there. What an adventure, you guys. This is really happening. Trying to stealth video a little bit here behind me. Yeah, we are just trying to figure out which container has our vehicle and get there. Now here's the deal. I actually left my keys. When we don't have Dauntless, I never take my keys because I'm always afraid of losing them. I saw my keys and like I mentally, intentionally left them there. The good thing is we're actually staying in the neighborhood where the port is. Herman, the guy who I showed you earlier, he's on a little motorcycle. So he's gonna ride over there, meet up with Brittany, pick up my keys and bring them back. We just confirmed that this container is the container. We confirmed it by these numbers here and the seal that's down below. This is quite a process, you guys. It's good to see the container on the ground here at the port. I cannot believe I forgot my keys. I've been apologizing profusely to my container buddies about leaving my keys behind. Our guy, Herman, went to go pick them up, and Brittany just sent me a message and said, well, just gave our Jeep keys to some random guy on a motorcycle in Cartagena. The guy literally drove up in a hurry, grabbed our Jeep keys, and drove off. Brittany's never met the guy. I'm the first vehicle in, so I'm the last one out. So as soon as they open the container, the other two vehicles are gonna start getting out. Mine will be the last one anyway. Hopefully by then I'll have my keys, be able to pull it out, take the photos we need, and then apparently we're just parking them here. We're parking the vehicles here at the port. We have to leave the access area, hand off our keys to the guards, and then leave and go to another office to do paperwork. And then once we do that paperwork, we have to wait till that gets cleared. We get the paperwork back, and then we come back here to exit with our vehicles on another day. So that's what's happening. All right, they have just cracked the container, putting the loading dock down. My man Carlos just came through with the Jeep keys. We are in business, you guys. About to get Dauntless at least out of the container and parked. They are unstrapping Erica's motorcycle right now. And then it'll be David's turn, and then ours. They just took Erica's bike out of the container. And now David and Brody's rig is next. It's starting to rain right now, which is gonna cool things down for us a little bit, which I'm thankful for. We just found out that Erica's battery is dead on her bike. She's gonna try and, she's got like a little bike jump charger thing. She's gonna try and use that. David's gonna go try and start his vehicle. His battery's disconnected, so I know they're gonna have to reconnect that. And then we'll see if Dauntless's battery survived the journey. We'll see how that goes. All right, our friends are backing their vehicle out right now. And that's gonna give us our first look at Dauntless. There he is, you guys. Ooh, it's warm in here. Well, the good news is, as they were taking our ratchet straps off, the alarm started going off, which tells me at least some of the batteries working. They're telling me I can go in and try and back him out, so we'll see how this goes. This is the space I've got to crawl into here. Oh my gosh, this is tight. I am literally sucking in my stomach just to get in. Alright. Well, good luck with this. Alright. I have to do some gymnastics. And I'm still wearing this hard hat. Alright. I'm gonna have to turn this off to get in. The moment of truth. Will Dauntless start? Oh, what a beautiful sound. All right, I am gonna put this window down. Put the mirror out. Listo? So I'm watching him guide me, and I am watching my side view mirror. David just said I was gonna run over one of my straps that they left back there. This is really, really close, you guys.
How'd that feel?
Good. Can you pull that out for me? Like, just there you go. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, but I guess they'll tell me. Feels great to have Dauntless out of that container. I know I don't get to bring him home today, but the first part of the process is done. The Jeep started. We still have fuel. Things are good. Honestly, I don't even want to get out of Dauntless. I am so happy right now to be back in our home. Feels so good. Unbelievable. This is Dauntless's first time on the ground in South America. Man, what a feeling. We are still at the port in Cartagena. I'm gonna have to leave him here and go to the second part of this process. It's kind of like adopting a dog. You get to go see him, play with him a little bit, and then you gotta leave, do a bunch of paperwork, and come back and visit another day. And then eventually you come back like a third time, and they actually allow you to take him home. Only difference is I already own this little puppy, but we're one step closer. This guy has the keys to Dauntless. It's a little sketch. Hey, no vayas a llevar mi coche para disfrutar y...
I don't know. It's possible to take and
I just told him, I said, don't take my Jeep for a joyride.
I need to enjoy the city.
All right, they're leading us back through the secure area of the port to get us out of the grounds. I don't know what the next step is, but my understanding is we have to go to the aduana. I don't know if that's gonna happen today or if tomorrow. They haven't told us yet. It's a long process, you guys. It's a long process to ship your vehicle here and to get it out of the port. But this is overlanding. This is part of what it's all about. It's all part of the journey, and you can't get frustrated with the process. There's gonna be delays, there's gonna be complications, but it's all in how you take it in stride and remember this part of your journey. Just take a moment to take all this in myself. All right, exiting now. Got to use my fancy little key card here. This right here is Herman, who saved the day and went to meet Brittany for my Jeep keys. Really appreciate him. Today is day 2 of trying to extract Dauntless, and I'm leaving our Airbnb to head to the police station to talk to the aduana and sign some paperwork, and I think that's all I'm supposed to do today. I was told I have to bring my passport, so I got that in my pocket, and I'm gonna head down the street. It's only about a 15-minute walk. Figured it's a nice day. Might as well take the walk, see what there is to see on my way there. The world is starting to wake up here in Cartagena. They usually start a little bit later than we do typically back home in the United States, but it's just pretty cool to see everybody out and about. This is the office that I have to get the document signed from. Herman just went into the office there to go get our paperwork. He's gonna bring it back out. We're supposed to sign it, and that's it for this part of the stage. All right, my man Herman just came out with these documents that we've got to sign our life away on.
Hola, hola.
I've got the paperwork in front of me. However, they spelled my last name incorrectly. And lessons have taught us that that's not something that you want to leave unchecked, unfixed. So I've asked Herman over here to call the office to see if they can change that or what that means. You know, I was very clear because we got their original draft and I responded to them and told them, no, my last name's incorrect, please fix it to this. And I even asked them, did you get my message? They said yes, but then today, on the day of, it's incorrect. And those things happen. I'm not upset, I'm not frustrated, I just want to make sure it's right. And so hopefully we're able to get this resolved, because what I don't want to happen is for me to sign some document and then later on down the road I get to another place and they're like, yeah, well, your name's not right. So we'll see what happens. Still waiting with our friends now. A lot of errors on the paperwork. Herman took all the paperwork back into the office. He's trying to get it fixed, bring it back out so we can sign it. Herman just brought the documents back. We're good to go. Big thumbs up. We're good to go. We got all the paperwork we need and my paperwork is correct. All right, all the paperwork is signed. So now the next step is we wait. We're waiting for an email. Once we get that email, we send it back off to the agent. The agent then applies to get our vehicle out of the port and also reaches out to the insurance company to get our insurance all set up. Once that's done, we wait again until they tell us that we're supposed to go back to the port to get out Dauntless. So that's where we're gonna leave things right now. And we'll pick up once I've got more information.
So at 4 p.m., 5 minutes ago, we got a text saying, oh, your vehicles are ready to be picked up at 4:30. Come to the port. So it's 4:06. Eric has to be there in like less than 25 minutes. Yep. So he's rushing out the door to go to the port, and we're gonna get Dauntless.
Yes. So here in Cartagena, they don't really use Uber as much as they do this other service called InDrive. You offer a fare and somebody picks it up. Then they come to find you, but they don't really use the map. So they'll call you and they're like, where are you exactly? How can I find you? And then you get in and then you try and explain to them where they're going, even though it's on the map. It's like a really unofficial thing. It's not like Uber at all, but it gets the job done. So I am waiting on the InDrive guy who just called me. I explained to him where I am. He's on his way here and I'm supposed to be at the port in in about 14 minutes. Gracias. Sí, aquí es. Al puerto vamos al puerto.
Sociedad portuaria.
Así es. This is it. The building behind me is where we're going to meet up, and then we're going to head into the port, hopefully get Dauntless and get out of here. This is Juan Pablo. He said follow him, so here we go. All right, I got here with my container buddies. Everybody's over there. We're just waiting on a guy named Juan Carlos who helped us the other day when we took Dauntless out of the container. Once we do that, we've got some papers, these papers right here, that I have got to turn in. And supposedly those are the ones that let me take Dauntless out of the port through those gates behind me. Once we do that, I think we're free and clear to go, but I don't have insurance, so I can't leave the Cartagena area until that insurance is complete. And that might take a day or two. So my goal is just to get out of here, get some fuel in Dauntless, get him to a parking area that has security, park the vehicle, and then call it a day, wait for the insurance, because they said that if we try and leave the city of Cartagena without that document showing that we have insurance, then we could actually get in trouble with the law. Juan Carlos, ¿ya estamos? All right, brother. All right, let's go. Let's get these vehicles. This is the document they handed us, and on this side here is the authorization that gets us out of the port. All right. There's all the vehicles we're getting out. There's Dauntless. He got something on his hood. Let's go check out what the heck this is on Dauntless. What kind of number? At least this is a good sign. I've got my keys back. Dauntless is there. Now I'm just waiting to find out when I can get him out of here. I'm just kind of waiting. I think what's going to happen at some point in time, he's going to tell us to start him up and follow him out. I'm guessing. You know, they don't really tell you that much. For us, it just seems like a whole bunch of steps. They don't really make any sense. We just kind of follow along like lemmings. Like we just wait. Okay, now do this, now do that. But there doesn't really seem to be like a specific order, and nothing seems to be incredibly well organized on this side. But it's happening, it's getting done. So at some point in time, we're gonna get out of here and then we're gonna be driving around South America. That's what we've been working towards. This is our dream. This is awesome. Feels really good to be back in Dauntless. Sorry, my hair's a mess, but that's what a hard hat's gonna do to you. I couldn't care less right now. I'm just trying to get out of this port, get my vehicle back to my family, our home, and start exploring Colombia. Like we've been in Cartagena since November 6th, and I am just ready to explore more of Colombia and eventually Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, and make it all the way down to the final point in Ushuaia, the southernmost point in the world that you can drive. That's what we want to do. Then we'll head back up to Brazil. That's the plan, or somewhere around there, and then we're going to ship to South Africa. So it's a long journey. We take it a step at a time. There's going to be a lot of these types of things that we're going to end up having to do. That is just part and parcel of an overland journey of this magnitude. But I'm just excited to get him out of here. I'm a little nervous because we haven't got the official insurance yet. I'm going to be driving around the streets of Cartagena here in just a few minutes with no insurance. And that's a little freaky. Because not only am I not insured, but nobody else is insured around me. And Dauntless is a big vehicle to drive through these streets. Plus, I've got to go through routes that I've never been to and go to a parking lot. My goal is to get some fuel, get to the parking lot, park Dauntless, and be done with it for today. Keep our fingers crossed. Can't wait to get started. So we're still here at the port. Remember what happened was we traveled with Dauntless, another vehicle, and a motorcycle. All of them are out of the container. We're all ready to go, but the motorcycle won't start. We have tried to jump it, nothing. It's not moving. The rule is that if you cannot get all of the vehicles out of the port, none of the vehicles can leave the port. So what they're suggesting, since the motorcycle can be pushed, is that they walk it out of the port so that all of the vehicles can get out. The owner of the motorcycle has a motorcycle buddy who's here in town, and hopefully he can meet us on the other side and we can make sure that she's good to go as well. So right now we're just kind of waiting to figure out how we're going to get out of this port, if they're going to walk it out or not. Meanwhile, it's getting darker and we've got to drive through some downtown city streets. We just got these papers which say we can get out of here. The bike's still not working though, so I don't know if we're just going to sit here or what we're going to do. They're talking about pushing it out, like I said, but I don't think they've made the decision. They're still over there trying to figure it out. We've used tools, we've tried to jump it, we've tried to do everything we can do. I'm not a motorcycle person, so I don't know anything about it. So, oh, they're saying we're going, so here we go. I wish we had done this tomorrow so that we weren't doing this in the dark. Because it's one thing just driving through here, but once we get out onto the streets of Cartagena, it's not going to be fun to be driving this around. We are getting out now. We're very, very close. I can see them up there talking to the motorcycle. The motorcycle's first, 1, 2, 3. I'm the fourth vehicle. And hopefully we'll be on our way. Hola, buenas. Hola. He's putting a code in, which is like a pin that lets me get out of here. Gracias. Okay.
That jump starter unit,
Yeah.
would you?
Yep.
It nearly just went then, but the one that we've got is only a small thing.
Final stop in the extraction process is Juanpa. We're going to pay for this bad boy.
Yes.
Do you need this? ¿Necesitas esto? Do you need
No,
that?
eso es suyo.
Okay, that's all mine.
Este es el señor Eric.
Yep. Our friends got their bike working. All right. So my grand total is 3,689,753.55 Colombian pesos. Guess what? I am driving in South America. It's finally happened. I'm here. I'm going down the street. It's dark. There's a lot of traffic. I gotta go. The next step in the process is to get our SOAT, which is basically the insurance. Now, this has been a rigmarole of a mess. We are now downtown Cartagena, Colombia. This is supposed to be the final stop, and here we're supposed to get a envelope that has a hard copy of our tip and the SOAT insurance document. The SOAT insurance document is not valid for a full day after we get it, which means that 24 hours from today will be insured in Colombia. And we're not supposed to leave the area of Cartagena until we actually have that on our person. It's Friday, it's 4:46 in the afternoon, and they close at 5, but all of the overlanders showed up here. They said they were having internet problems and that they probably weren't going to be able to get it done, but none of us were here. The minute overlanders started showing up, all of a sudden, miraculously, the internet started working again. I think they might have just wanted to leave a little early on a Friday, but it started working again, and now it looks like we're going to get our documents so everybody can take off when they need to. It's the final step in a very, very long process, but hopefully everything will be done here and we'll be on our way into South America. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and do that if you'd like. Give it a like if you like this video, and if you want to join us on Patreon, please feel free to do that too. We do a lot behind the scenes. It's all about a relationship for us there. Check it out. Doesn't cost you anything to check it out. And other than that, we will see you in the next video. Who are also getting their vehicle out. Just part of the process, you guys. This is... All right, we've made it to the port. I don't even know if I'm in the right spot, but we're about to find out. But behind me here is the port of Cartagena. We just heard that Erica's battery is dead. She has a little jumper, so hopefully... Alright, so they gave us a piece of paper here, and I'm going to show it to you in just a second. This is what's going to get us into the port and get